Dignitas taking on CLG Red. First map was an absolute banger. 16-13 in the favor of CLG Red. This, as we mentioned before this went started, this is probably a grand finals preview.
Jason.
Oh, I did not. I muted it just for you. I was using my hands to talk, so I did not have the push to talk down. Okay, I'm back. I was muted on Discord. It's all good. I'm an absolute train wreck these days. This online casting has gotten me in some kind of a state. I had such a good intro as well. I was really excited. This is a grand...
You keep saying that. You keep saying you had a good intro, but I never get to hear it, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, you can go back and watch the VOD. It's fine. It's you'll see. Anyways, I was building this up. It's basically a grand finals preview between these two teams. So the fact that this is close and this is like a brawling affair, this is perfect. This is exactly what you want to see when you believe these two teams are going to meet later on down the line.
Yeah, 100%. And like you said, like these two teams are who we all are expecting to see in the finals. And if this is what we're going to be seeing, I'm excited, right? Like, obviously, you want to win this matchup as well. You don't want to go to lower brackets. Although even if you do, you're going to be the favorite team. And heading into Nuke, I'm looking forward to see what Dig have in store for us here, right? You look at Train, it was CLG Red's pick, but there was a point in time where we're like, you know what, Dig just might run away with this. So heading into their map pick, I'm excited. They're going to be starting on the T side. We have Emily taking one for the team. In-game leader being the Smoke, the utility person for the team. And look at CLG. Look at this. Look at the pace being set by this team. He's just pushing and wrapping around. And Amelite's going to find one, but gets immediately taken down. But now the jig is up. They know exactly where the remaining players are going to coming in from. Emmy just charging in. Does so much damage, but will fall.
Yeah, no one had the timing on that. So Emmy was just caught completely unawares. Goose Breeder as well. Maybe a bit too over eager to get stuck into that action. Diane and Yuli. A 2-on-3 scenario, and they're separated. There's no way for them to work together. Yuli's going to fall back. Oh, she can hear these footsteps, but I don't think she realizes the possibility of them coming up the vents. They're already up. One's in mini. Artstar, that's a clever play. Teammate over in heaven. Diane going to try and make things work, and Yuli's never going to look left. She's trucked, and Thea gets the trade. It's 1-0.
I like the idea from CLG Red, but I felt like, you know, whenever the call came in, it's just, you know, guys, we need to rush in. You know, at one point, you want to slow things down a little bit there, and we saw mistakes being made by both the players, especially with Goose Breeder. She gets a kill towards vent, and that's when you kind of like hold back, just hold the line. You have you don't have a man advantage, but at least like a 4v4, 3v3. Want to take it a little bit slower, kind of throwing away whatever advantage they had there. But I can respect the aggression early on. And for Dignitas, it's going to be the buy. Galil's AK-47, and a nice tag from Diane. The second shot just barely missing Milk. There's going to be the solo player pushing in and kind of just posturing towards this secret area. She's all by her lonesome. The rest of the team are just waiting patiently at the lobby, waiting for some more aggression from the CTs.
All right, well, a little bit of damage onto Milk is okay, still recoverable. 2 smokes left on the CLG Red defense. Now, they did win a round like this on Train as well, the second round on their CT side, with some scout damage from Diane, with some great deagle work as well. 4 players outside for Dignitas at the moment, and Diane's got watch. Ooh, she spotted that a little bit late, but they have to cross, and there's no wall setup. Actually, excuse me, they're going to detour it right in towards Mini. First kill for Emmy with the SMG. Oh, a deagle kill as well. This is getting so spicy. This is so good for CLG, and Diane is a beast with the scout. Any scoped weapon, really, and she's just a god. Artstar with 10 HP is the last one left. Diane's got her as well. A double kill, but plenty of tags on top.
That was just sick from Diane, and like you said, they won the second round with just those scouts and the deagles, and this time around with just a scout in the hands of Diane, just doing so much work. And Dig are going to be gutted with that one. They won that hard-fought pistol round, and then CLG they just strike back, and it was a right call from Dig, just heading for that wrap from Mini towards the upper bomb side. They had the guns as well. They had the better guns, but Diane from the position they had to neutralize her. Maybe a smoke Molotov, but wasn't enough. A fast play coming out, and it's going to be Emmy just spraying blindly through the smoke. Finds one. Emily's going to fall. Does so much damage as well. Julie is going to join the party. Gets another frag, but Diane, in the meantime, getting caught off guard. Maybe not expecting 2 players pushing up towards ramp, and that's an M4 retrieved by Milk. So the bleeding has been stemmed for a bit. Wait, the bomb is still dropped.
Ooh, this This is odd. Yuli having a really tough time here in the upper bomb site. Now they're rotating around. That's the thing that got me questioning. That player potentially wrapping on Heaven, and Rain has gone up now as well. This is weird. The bomb's still not picked up. Thea's just got it now with 17 HP, but she's trapped from Mini, and the Tech-9's not going to do anything at that range. So a 3-on-2, and finally an escape route provided for the bomb, but Goose Breeder is here. She's read the play, read the danger. Good find from Rain at the end. She's got full HP, armor, and an AK. This is doable with 43 seconds left on the clock.
It is doable, but CLG Red, they have a very good idea where she might be coming in from. And that flashbang just a giveaway. They know exactly where she is. I like the setup here. And even if Rain wins a duel, the trade was going to be coming in from Goose Breeder. And that's a good round for CLG Red. Although, they did lose quite a few players. But for Dig, it was a full investment. They went for that full-fledged force buy. So now it's just going to be the pistols coming out. Maybe a couple of P250s, maybe a smoke, maybe a flash. That's about it. For CLG Red, might expect... Well, I thought maybe see an SMG coming out, but it looks like they're going to go for the full investment. Just the rifles, the AWP in the hands of Jennifer. I would like to see the AWP coming out for Diane a little early on. She's been looking phenomenal so far. And for Dig, like I said, a couple of Glocks, pistols. This should be just a very easy round for CLG here.
Vlad, let's take this moment while we have full buy against unarmored pistols. Happy birthday to Lauren. Happy birthday to Pansy. As
oh yeah,
she's been chilling in the chat, but it is indeed a celebratory occasion.
Nice mob up, and yeah, happy birthday to Pansy, and great to see quite a lot of them in the chat. Quite a lot of the pro players supporting what we're doing over here.
They're all out in full force. It's been fantastic, and I mean, yeah, pro players. Legion's in there somewhere. I think I saw Android around somewhere earlier. Pansy, obviously, professional Valorant caster, so she's still here.
I mean, Counter-Strike's where the heart is, Jason.
They all come back.
They all come back.
Artstar dropping a smoke in towards the door. Oh, I like this. Emmy, here's the reload. She's got a freebie. Fortunate that Rain finds her through the smoke, or else that could have done way more damage.
That's just unfortunate. Like, she could have definitely done more damage and even got a second kill, but Diane now with the AWP. This gets me excited, Jason. She's waiting patiently. Are they going to go for the dry peek? Nope. Molotov. Diane's going to stick around. She is. She's burning alive and missed the shot. That at least she got the kill. That would have been good, but Julie, she replies by finding Rain towards outer yard, but they have lost control of Secret, and Arthur is running around towards upper lobby. I'm not too sure why she's making a lot of sound. Fortunately for her, there's no one nearby to really hear the sound cues, and she can find something here, but there's no one. There's no one on the upper bomb side. Instead, the two players waiting towards ramp. The bomb is going to be planted, but this retake's going to be coming in real quick. Unless they're not aware the bomb is planted for lower, they don't seem to be. They think it's upper, and it's all gone wrong.
All gone wrong. Jennifer going to come in down the stairs on the flank, and Yuli dropping down vents. They can find a way to double this up. Oh, that's a big kill. Knife out, but don't do it just yet. Emily around the corner, traded by Goose Breeder. I don't think there's any time. She does have a smoke and a Molotov if she wants to try and make this work, but she's got to stick it. And yeah, good peek from Artstar. It's all over. 3-2 for CLG Red, and a nice clutch for Artstar.
I like that. I like, you know, few bullets in the corpse, Jason. You like to see that, especially with these two teams playing.
It's a sign of respect.
Like you said earlier, it is a marquee game.
Shooting the dead bodies, sign of respect. Anyways, moving on swiftly. A couple of SMGs, 2 rifles on Jennifer and Goose Breeder. Actually, 3 SMGs, excuse me. Emmy has one as well. So CLG Red fighting with scraps. Good aggression, a lobby crunch coming in. Oh my god, Artstar just destroys all of them. Another kill. She deserves everything that she gets. What a round from Artstar. Jennifer still fighting it somehow. They won it. Somehow Jennifer turns the round on its head. We didn't even see it, but a quad kill trumps everything. And 4-2 for CLG.
Oh, I thought Artstar did everything to win the round there, and that should have been hers, but somehow Jennifer, 3K with a USP, mind you, against a full buy. They were so tagged up. There we go. She gets the first kill, runs out of bullets. They've done a lot of damage. Actually, Goose Breeder helping her out, I feel. No, it was all Jennifer.
Yeah, Goose Breeder the last one. Everything else Everything else was Jennifer. Goosebreeder helped in the last one, but that's some spectacular stuff from both sides, really. Artstar and Jennifer. 4-2 in the favor of CLG. This is the map pick of Dignitas, and remember, if you're just tuning in, this is upper bracket finals. So this is not a gap in that smoke is. They're going to be wondering why people are shooting them, and they're going to realize the gap in that smoke is massive. But yeah, upper bracket final. So whoever loses does not get eliminated. The winner does secure a spot in the grand finals. That will be tomorrow.
Yeah, big gap in the smoke. Hopefully, when they have their full-fledged buys coming in, I just want to. I hope that was just the lack of smokes that they had to kind of spread it out, and which is why they had a pretty massive gap there. But hopefully you don't see that when the buy comes in. But a pretty good hold from CLG. I like the auto shotty buy from Emmy. You want that instead of the Nova, the worst shotgun in the game.
Although even when the sawed off, that thing still exists.
Listen, we've seen players work the sawed off. You have JW, doing whatever he does or used to do back then with that, and I can respect that.
I respect and give all the commendations to JW and his sawed-off shotgun. That was some like 2015 level gameplay. You're really rolling back the years half a decade.
But that's the thing. I mean, it had its time in the sun, albeit with just one player. When have you ever seen the Nova being an actual good gun? Except the one time I was in Mirage. I was playing a matchmaking game. I'm on Tollwood at the A bomb site, and I get just one shot from a guy from Palace. Like, how? How does that work?
I don't know, but you probably did something to deserve that, so I'm fine with it to a degree.
I've done a lot of things to deserve that, but it still hurts.
5-2 as we get back into the action. Galils, mostly Galils. 4 Galils for Dignitas, and plenty of utility.
Utility as Rain. I like this. Just waiting patiently. Diane's gonna fall. They know the second player's there. Here we go. Auto shotty in the face, and Arstar's gonna fall. Emmy getting tapped on 49 HP though. She's still gonna stick on around, maybe wanting to retrieve that rifle, which she will. It's just a Galil. And I like this from CLG. They've lost a man advantage, but at least have control of the lobby. They have quite a bit of information gleaned. And for Dignitas, 3 players just running down towards Secret. They haven't spotted anyone out yet, but that's fine. They have a floater in the form of Thea just towards Hell, and if she can just hold on to this position, go for a late flank towards Ramp when the retake happens with CLG, but that opportunity might have passed on by. It's all about timing. Thea with spotting each other. That is unfortunate. 4x3. I don't know what was going on there, but that's a man advantage neutralized early on.
Yeah, she might have just been checking radar. Might have been looking at where her teammates was, but obviously didn't full-blown speed the opponent. Jennifer's been spotted out, goes 1 for 1. Molotov is out. Utility in these choke points to prevent Yuli from peeking, and she's going to wait. She's going to be patient. So bomb is going to go down, and look at the utility. There's 2 smokes. 1 flashbang is just used. There's 1 more, and an HE grenade. So CLG Red, this is going to be a tough retake as always, but they've got the resources to make it work. Emily does have a Molotov for the bomb if she can position it correctly. 1 more smoke still yet to be utilized from CLG Red. And Yuli's looking for that fight, and she's got it. Emily, now her position is known. Closes the door, opens it for the Molotov. It goes down on the bomb. They line up, and there's no smoke. They've used it already. This is going to be close. Yuli's got to time it perfectly, but she's got no HP to step in the flames first, and I think Dignitas has it. I don't think it's even going to be there. 3rd round for the T side.
Hard fought, but that Molotov from Emily, she played it to perfection. Her position was compromised. It was a 1v2, closes the door, line takes out that, uses the time with the door closed to just take out the Molotov, tosses it in. She dies, it's fine, job done. Even if they had a kit, wasn't really going to work out there. And 3 rounds for Dig, very hard fought rounds, mind you. But it just felt so scrappy. I mean, look at the money. Like, it just been the way this entire map so far. No one seems to have any money remaining in the bank every time we see a buy coming in. Galils again for Dig, despite winning the round. AK-47 for Emily, and for CLG Red, yeah, they have the rifles, and Art's going to win the duel. How fast is Art? How is she here? It's 1 minute and 35 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, she, I don't know. She prayed to the Zoomer gods and just kept running. Never slowed down whatsoever.
Who's a Zoomer god?
I don't know. That's not. I'm not part of that world. But she certainly held W. That's what I'm saying here, Blood. Got there quick. Rain gonna try and make her way into ramp room late. Awkward timing for the peek from Goosebreeder, but she needs more than just the one. Another player has just peeked. And Dignitas is slowed down, but not stopped. Nobody can stop them at this point. 1-on-4 for Yuli. Dignitas is going to be 4-5. And actually, they've taken all the money away from CLG Red.
Yep, and Yuli looking to upgrade, but realizes that was a downgrade, and yeah, you just go for the save here. 4 HP, you got utility, the kit and whatnot, but 3 players alive, almost all 300 HP. And Yuli, realizing this is a lost cause, and Dig, stringing a couple of runs together here. And despite the scoreline slightly favoring CLG, I don't think she's going to survive 6 rounds there. Or maybe just going for the exits, maybe trying to deal a little bit of damage, because it's going to be an eco anyway for a team. And Yuli should be found out here, or is she gonna save? Yeah, all right, she's gonna survive. She's gonna save. Does a bit of damage as well, but for Dig, they're gonna be happy with this. They've broken the money, they shattered the economy for CLG Red, and now a great opportunity to tie things up on their map pick.
Yeah, I mean, the red carpet's laid out. We'll see if they can take advantage of it. 5-4. CLG Red with the 1-round lead, but nothing to battle with at the moment. And fast pace towards the upper bomb site. They're going at the M4, but there's no Molotovs to slow him down, and Rain just handles it. That's the round. It's all done and dusted. Plant will go down, and now it's just a question of what can CLG Red take in a losing effort.
At least they're working together. I would have personally liked for Yuli to just play with the teammates, or maybe they can just group up with her, so try and utilize the M4. Even if she gets taken down, they can potentially pick it up and find a frag with it. But yeah, they get the bomb down. They're very aware. The rest of the players are probably just with the pistols, playing it safe, grouping up together, and this should be slaughtered here. It's all about timing with Rain, and Milk just holding it down, and Milk is having a rough game, Jason. He's having a pretty rough game, and his USBs are doing quite a bit of damage. And Diane just running in, hoping to maybe pick up a gun. It's not going to happen, but they're going to be pretty happy with the way that round played out, considering they lost the M4 early on. They still get 3 kills with the USP, and I hope Milk recovers. She's on 0 kills.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be. The nice thing is, if you're Milk, because we've all been there, is you're sitting with 0 kills at the moment, but you're tied at 5-5. And, I mean, there's plenty of time for you to find a way to get back into the game, whether it's a nice clutch, whether it's a good entry, whatever it might be. Start out slow, you know? There goes Rain. Yuli up top. Oh, they're going to run right around her, but no one clears it just yet. They're distracted by Emmy up in the rafters. Milk, still a chance to get on the board, coming through the smoke, and there we are. And now here's that opportunity for a big clutch 1 versus 2. And she's read the ramp flank just perfect. Diane is the last one remaining in the upper bomb site. And Milk looking to make her mark on this game. 1:15 to play with. The bomb is down inside of the upper bomb site, and she's going to be patient with it. She's going to wait and see if there will be a mistake from Diane. And if you're at this point, if you're in Diane's position, like up in rafters, this is great for like another 5 to 10 seconds. But at a certain point, you're gonna have to shift, because the timing is there for you, or for Milk, to have rotated to a completely new position, and this starts to get you nervous because you can't watch everything all at once.
Yeah, and I think Milk is relying purely on that, right? She's waiting patiently for Diane to feel a little nervous. And like you said, Jason, after 20 seconds, just holding the same angle, she will have to rotate out. And now Milk, this is her opportunity to slowly creep onto this upper bomb site. The timing, she looks away the worst time possible. That could have worked out wonderfully for Milk, but hey, at least then she gets off the mark, almost brings it down to the clutch, the 1v3 clutch. But CLG, they hold on.
Yeah, that's tough for Milk. That was a very good clutch, and she had some very nice shots to get herself into that 1 versus 1. And unfortunately, as it so often does, especially on Nuke, it's all down to timing. I thought she played it pretty well. 6-5, 1-round lead for CLG Red, as they're looking to end this series in 2 maps. And even with a couple rounds strung together for Dignitas, they decide to play it pretty conservative with the economy. Half armor and a couple upgraded pistols. All their smokes are spent to create this wall outside. They're going to be able to get across, but once they get downstairs, there's going to be absolutely nothing to work with.
Yeah, that is the problem here. Jennifer, FAMAS in hand. Now, not a lot of people aren't a fan of the FAMAS, but considering 3 of the players have no Kevlar in his pistol, she can easily deal a lot of damage, and she's been on point. 16 kills, 7 deaths, should be easily adding more to the tally. Flashbangs the tell, spots the first player out, does a bit of damage, and like what she does here, doesn't really continue to take the fight off in the Molotov. They're going to come running on in, and the FAMAS fails her. As the pistols overrun the players, and Goose Breeder with the MP9, nice 3k, the 4k as well, an eco mop-up, but an ace is what she might be getting here, leaving it all in the hands of Milk to try and deal a little bit more damage. Bomb drop, there's no way she's gonna clutch this one out. She hears a player above her, and Julie is there to seal the deal. A nice little spray down from Goose Breeder.
All right, so a little slight hiccup that allowed Dignitas to get to 5 rounds, and now CLG Red looking to regain control. 7-5 with a 2-round lead. Good money in the bank, good weaponry in hand, and they're going to go up against rifles. 2 AK-47s, 3 Galils. Again, utility heavily prized by Dignitas.
A little bit of spam damage on the Jennifer. She's gonna be fine though. It just goes to show how close this map has been so far. Like neither of these two teams have been able to build up a semblance of an economy, right? They've just been scrapping at just scratching, grabbing at the bottom of the barrel, trying to eke out a buy. And always just staring down that very real possibility of having to go for an eco or maybe just a scrappy buy, as once more, like you said, Jason, they have the utility and they've set up the wall smokes. Jennifer not spotting anyone out. She's going to peek. She's going to time it. That is perfection. Brilliant peek from her. Finds 2. And despite the getting the trade, man advantage has been established for CLG Red.
Yeah, she read that play like a coloring book. She saw, I think she might have even seen the trajectory of the nade. Either way, rewarded with a double kill. And that was the lucky part, but the peek was all skill. Emmy gonna pick up the AK and come right back. Thea's already made her way through, but man, CLG Red, no problems with any of that. A little bit of trickery thrown into the mix from Dignitas that just doesn't pan out. And now it's a 3-round lead.
Looking really, really good for a CLG Red here. Suddenly, especially winning that round, ensuring they just lose the 1 player, it's gonna help their money. Like I was saying earlier, the money for both teams were looking very, very rough. And entering the penultimate round, yeah, there you go. Round number 14 coming up here off the first half. And CLG Red, they have some money in the bank. So even if they do lose this round, they're gonna have money to buy up. And Emmy's got the dualies out, Jason. That's gonna make you a happy man.
Oh, it does make me a happy man. I love the dualies. I hope that Goose Breeder doesn't kill all of them just so we can see those 2. Oh my god, she might. Oh, no! They line up and she gets 3. Looked like it could have been all 5 with 1 magazine. Diane pulls out the pistol and handles it admirably. 9-5.
The timing on some of these peaks from CLG Red have just been phenomenal. Like Jennifer, the Goose, 2 rounds actually. I know it was kind of an eco bash coming in, but still. 3k, 4k, you'll take those. And yeah, money's definitely not a problem for a CLG heading this final round, but neither is it for Dig, because they did go for the eco, and now they have a full-fledged buy. AK-47s on everyone, all the utility in the world, but they need a few more rounds of Jason.
Yeah. I don't know if 5 is enough for Dig. Well, I mean, this will be interesting. We're setting up for a very awesome second half. We'll leave it at that. Hog in the hands of Jennifer. Plenty of utility for Dignitas. All 5 players this time in lobby. So, I mean, either towards ramp room or the upper bomb site. Obviously, your only 2 issues. I would have to imagine the upper bomb site. Windows being broken just now. Molotovs and smokes set up for a set piece. A final attempt to get a 6th round on the board. And Emmy is lying wait up in the rafters. First player comes out hot, but outdoor is the main power. Oh, Artstar, a triple kill on the entry, but there comes Goose Breeder right up the vent, leaving Jennifer in a 1 versus 2. The AUG, it does the work. Headshot at the end, and that's a 10th round for CLG Red. 10-5 as we head into a halftime break, and when we return, we'll see if CLG Red can close this out quick or if Dignitas takes us to a 3rd map. Stay tuned.
Bust another move, get on down. Bust Bust another move, get on down. Bust another move, get on down, down. Watch me groove, I move, I get so loose, I lose my cool. Watch me groove, I move, I get so loose, I lose my cool. Fly in the visual, high in the spiritual. Life can get rid of you. This what I'm gonna do. Kick off my shoes, get in the mood, get on down, get in the groove. I feel alive, I can't hide it. Look in my eyes, I feel excited. I got the Midas touch, and I'm the brightest. I'm gonna try my luck. Are you ready to roll? I'm getting on they last, I'm steady on go. I'm all up in the back, I'm heavy a pro. I take them all to class, I pit on the show. I do it with pizzazz, I polish my own crown. They know I'm in my bag, I body them on down. I'm who they can't pass, I handle my all frowns. They camera soft flash like this is my song now. Yeah. Bust another move, get on down. Bust another move, get on down. Bust another move, get on down. Bust another move, get on down, down. Watch me groove, I move, I get so loose, I lose my cool. Watch me groove, I move, I get so loose, I lose my cool. Watch me do my thing. I get out of control, I take off like a plane. I crew check the moves, I rock out with a bang. I do just what I do at the top of my game. Top of my game, lots spit to shame. Come deal with the crew, I stop them in a lane. Who's worried about who? I drop them with a flame. They coming for round two, like watch me entertain, yeah. Bust another move, get on down. Bust another move, get on down. Bust another move, get on down. Bust another move, get on down, down. Watch me groove, I move, I get so loose, I lose my cool. Watch me groove, I move, I get so loose, I lose my cool. Bust another move. Hello, oh. We will stand our ground.
And we're back. Potentially one final half if CLG Red has their way. 20 kills on Jennifer would say that's a decent enough opportunity here to close the series out in 2 and secure a spot in the grand finals at the DreamHack Showdown. They've got a lead over Dignitas heading into the second half, 10-5. And we'll see how much fight Dignitas has left in them.
Gotta love how CLG just has been in the face. Look at it just running on out in range. He's gonna get swarmed, taken down. Emmy leading the way with the opening kill. Diane holding the flank. She's gonna go big here. Glock's gonna come out, close range, up and personal. One player remains. It's all on Milk. She's got a kid, but she's gonna get hunted down. Still holding the line, but unfortunately, it's gonna be a little bit too much. And CLG Red, they've just been in your face. It's just been in the face of Dignitas this entire series, just taking the fight to them, wasting no time. It's like utility, who needs that when you're just hitting shots like that?
This is like the element that they have over every other team in this tournament is just the lack of like caring, the lack of respect. Like they're willing to just rush at you like that and have like no fear going into the situation. Until you can prove you can stop them, they're not going to slow down. And it's really got them to pile on into a big lead, a 6-round lead, 11-5 here on Nuke, onto the potentially last map of the series. So Dignitas going to have to dig deep. Pardon the unintended pun.
Unintended? Really? I don't know.
It was. I promise you, I'm not clever enough to come up with that on the fly. I was just kind of speaking as we went.
You're a humble man, Jesus. Jesus? Did I call it Jesus? I wanted to go between Moses
I'm fine
and,
being you calling me Jesus. Actually,
Jesus.
I don't even mind that as a nickname.
All right. Right now, though,
your lordship would work as well.
All right, Jason. It's a little late in the day for me. I'm allowed to make these mistakes, but I like this from CLG Red. They slow it down a little bit, and then they strike, and they strike in tandem, just mowing everyone down. For Dig, though, they didn't go for the full investment. They know they don't have too many rounds to work with, but honestly, yeah, okay. All right.
Ankles
10.
Broken.
It's okay. She's got 21 kills. It's fine.
$12-5, and the FAMAS are coming out. A bit of an early buy. But actually, I mean, all things considered, with the drop down to FAMAS, they've got decent utility. They've got actually a pretty healthy amount of Molotovs to at least ensure that CLG Red can't just rush them down. And in the third round, you never know. Maybe CLG Red does call one. Not this time. The flames are out into the hut. over by the door, so nothing fast-paced for CLG Red, and they're going to settle into a decently slow round.
Goose still sticking out with the MAC-10. We saw this yesterday as well, near the end of that game they had, which is just running in, just gunning down some of the riflers here. And for Dignitas, right now, they're kind of out of utility, Jason, and that's a problem. 3 flashbangs, smoke in the hands of Milk, the 1 kid in Thea. Fortunately for them, they at least have all 5 players alive, no one taking any damage. Smoke is going to be used, just the 1 smoke, though. The waiting, maybe trying to bait out something, a reaction from Dig. And Rain now, second smoke's going to be coming on in, just spraying through the smoke, but the timing doesn't work out in her favor. It has to go for the reload, and that's an opportunity for CLG Red to creep on through, but the smoke dissipates, and unfortunately, for Rain, she doesn't get the kill. However, she's done a bit of damage, though. Yeah,
that's a really odd timing for that smoke to clear. And unfortunately, it betrays Rain. Ooh, but it's right back. A dink in a death for Yuli. This is a powerful position for Artstar, especially now that Emily has rotated down below to create a crossfire. There's not a lot of utility to actually negate this. 1 smoke, 1 Molotov on Goose Breeder, that's it. Otherwise, it's mostly just flashbangs. So, 22 seconds on the clock. There's the smoke, there's the Molotov. Emily trying to pull attention away from Artstar, and she succeeded for a brief second. And then the door slams shut. Milk on a flank has found 1 as well. A 3-on-3 post plant, but look at the HP on Diana Goose Breeder. They can't take any damage. Diane's gonna have to get real risky. She's up close, flashbang in, Emily's blind, and she mows her down. Emmy and Diane left at 2-on-2. There's a kit on Thea as well, if they can just get onto the bomb. But there's some awkward angles they've got to deal with first. Emmy brought low from Spam, Milk shot that as well. And now Diane out in the open. And that's it, that's the clutch. Good showing from Milk. And a 6th round for Dignitas as they stay alive.
If there was ever a time for Milk to just come alive in this game, there we go. 4K in a desperate retake, and it works out. And already, like, she was struggling there. 0 kills, 9, and now already on 9 frags right there. And this kill was big. Jennifer was a player who had the health. And Milk just being absolutely fantastic. Playing. The crossfire was great as well for Emmy and Diane, but they were a little bit low. And there you have it. It's finally winning a round.
Yeah, it's the low HP. And maybe the peak from Diane a little bit mistimed, although I don't know how you could time that any better when you don't even realize they're out and actually attempting the retake. That Spam was right on point. Here we go. Set piece towards the upper bomb site. A late flash almost ruins Yuli. The second flash does ruin Yuli. And now it's just Jennifer. Jesus, Jennifer. See, this is what happens. This is what happens, Blah, when you go all Scandinavian Jays.
Yuli, Jennifer. All right. Yeah, I don't know what a Scandinavian J is a thing. Like, why do they use J when you can just use a Y? Right? I'm on to something there, but anyway.
As an American, I have it as a rule of thumb not to touch languages and trying to explain them.
I mean, do you guys even speak English? I don't know. It's American.
Fair point. It's a very fair point.
Yeah, I mean, it is American as far as I think Trace told me that once. Dig, they win the round. They keep 4 players alive. That's great. A couple of AK upgrades. Nice flashbang, and Thea's out in the open, but she still gets a frag. But Jennifer will quickly trade it, doing a bit of damage considering the investment they have. Milk, that's a wild spray, but she does manage to recover. And Arden Emily is there to save her as well. So a little expensive, a little messy, but they hold on. And now that that big gap they had earlier on, it's slowly dissipating. Just 4 rounds separate CLG and Dig and Nuke. It's no longer the CD-sided map it was once upon a time, long time ago when you had hair, Jason, but it is still a possibility here.
You bastard.
You had beautiful hair.
I did. It was great. Look back on those days fondly. 8-12. Dignitas have to make a comeback of their own. We saw CLG Red do it in the first map on Train. This one I think is going to be tougher. Rain is already downstairs. So is Yuli. But that's it. Just those 2 players. And CLG Red taking the rest of this round very slow. Still deep into lobby.
CLG finally slowing down. Dig forcing them to give them some respect. Emily has had a little bit of a quiet game so far. With her weapon of choice in her hands. So far, though, for CLG, they really don't have much control. Yeah, sure, they have... Okay, that is just unfortunate for Jennifer. At least Yuli's position towards Secret is good, as Thea is going to help a teammate out. Nice trade from Emmy, and she's looking for more. She's looking for the frag, but Rain goes a lower bomb side. This is such a good hold coming from Dig. They have almost every avenue covered. Art waiting, holding the line, trying to time it, and the timing is perfect. Emmy's going to fall, and with that, it's all on Diane. 1v4, makes it a 1v3. She's got the bomb. She's got 30 seconds to work with. Where is she going to go with this is the question.
She's got to go up heaven. I think that's maybe the only thing available to her at this point. There is one player just beneath her. Milk has it, as Diane tried to get up quick. 3-round lead for CLG Red as Dignitas cuts into it. And they've got no money. Tactical timeout called. It's their first one of the map, and it might be a situation where they drop down to light armor, maybe pistols as well. But they've got to talk some things over, figure out how they want to use their economy. This is that sketchy time in the map where economic decisions can completely ruin any ability to fight back. We're starting to get in that territory, like the third act of this Nuke map.
Yeah, these are hard decisions, right? But at least that little bit of a buffer CLG Red still have should kind of make them go for a safer option, a safer buy. And I wouldn't be too surprised to see a few pistols coming out here. I'd be really surprised if they just went for the full investment at this point. The money's still pretty shaky for Dig at the moment. You know, you take a few pistols out, sure, you might not win the round, you might not even get the bomb down, but if you can take away a couple of the guns here, and then when your buy comes in, if you're able to convert that, you're just broken the money for Dig. And from there, it's pretty much smooth sailing. You're going to get around 14, 15 and just close it out. So all in the air, though. It's just like throwing ideas out there, as we do see a little bit of the scoreboard. Thea and Artstar and Milk out of nowhere. Wow, she has woken up.
Yeah, that's a really good point. She had, what, 0 kills, I think, like 9 to 10 rounds into that first half. That's not bad. What a great recovery for Milk. Well, that's obviously a great ingredient in the recipe of making this comeback happen and forcing us onto a third map. If you're Dignitas, it's a wonderful thing to have from Milk, who started out so slow. So shout out to Milk for remaining in it. Oh, shout out to Jennifer. I almost did it again. Incredible 1D. Can't follow it up, though, and that's unfortunate. Tapping away is Rain, who's going to survive with 8 HP.
Oh, that was a sick shot. Unfortunately, not able to follow it up with a second kill, but they're still done the damage. I was talking about how much economic damage you can deal out to Dignitas with Rain on 8 points of health. This is doable, but it's going to be Art who's going to find Goose, but still, and this is scary. Emmy with the dualies finds Rain. It was so very low. 3v2, all down to Thea. Top fragger in the server for her team. She knows there's at least one player there. She's going to expect all three as a question. Flashbang is going to be avoided. She's going to find 1, 2, not the third. Emmy's going to reply back, and now it's a 1v1. Milk out in the open at 50 HP. She will survive for now, and it's a standoff, Jason, a 1v1.
Yeah, and we just talked about Milk stepping back up into this game. This would be a phenomenal clutch for Dignitas. 3 rounds back, and this is an eco from CLG Red. They did not invest a whole lot into this round. Emmy is playing a pretty deep game, though. She's not just sticking that plant in the upper bomb side. She's going to run all the way down low. Milk hasn't realized this quite yet, but she is positioned next to the vent. Bomb getting planted, and there's the drop down. Emmy can hear this. They pretty much match HP. 48 on Emmy, 50 on Milk. Doors opened. Emmy has jumped above onto the rafter. Milk is looking for some kind of a peek, and it's not happening. She does have a kit. She does have a smoke. Window, the sound cue, it's broken, and she's out. And I don't know if she realized it. Great win. She is back. She's here. 10 to 12 as the defuse comes in.
That is such a huge round, and Milk, like I said, she was so quiet at the beginning of the game, but then she had it almost at 1v3. That was her waking up. Then you had that quad kill hold towards that upper bomb site. And now, here we go. This is a massive clutch to win such a scary round. But I fear the damage has been done, Jason. Because you lose 4 players, your money was never that good, and now the buy is going to be coming in for CLG Red, and they're going to feel confident. They win this. For Dig, the money's just going to be in the bin. Sure, Artstar might be able to eke out a buy, Emily might be able to eke out a buy, but the rest of them, none of the other 3 over $1,000, and they're gonna go for just the outer run out, no smoke, just looking to take duels, and they're gonna win the duels as well. Diane's gonna find Thea. Now there is a player all the way towards CD spawn. It's Emily with the AWP. That might be something they're not expecting.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. This can absolutely be a knockout punch for CLG Red, considering how much money Dig has to work with. They've actually got a decent amount on Artstar and Emily, but it's only a knockout punch if they can win it. Good transition up on the crosshair from Milk. Down to 40 HP. Gonna fall back in towards vents. Now, the bomb has gone down secret with one other teammate, so there's 2 players actively aggressing onto the lower bomb site. 1 player outside and 1 player in lobby for CLG Red. So they're all across the map without yet deciding where they want to finish. But the good news for them is Dignitas has no idea they're down low. There's not a single person here or anywhere close to the lower bomb site quite yet.
Yeah, Milk, after getting that kill, just
and the window's already broken.
Oh no, this is rough. This is rough.
They can't believe, CLG Red can't believe it. They've got to be so happy right now.
Oh, that's a big kill as well from Julie, and looking for more. Goose is going to help her out, and Goose is going for the full spray. Doesn't get a second kill, turns around, and now that's information gained for CLG Red. They're going to get the bomb done. They know where both the CTs are coming in from. This has gone very, very terribly wrong for Dig.
Oh no, Molotov gonna force one out into the open, but oh, Emmy wanted that. He loves the peek. She's ready for the follow-up. 2 headshots from Emmy. 13 to 10. And that puts Dignitas on the back foot, not just in terms of the scoreboard, but of what they can fight with. And it's another round desperation where they might have to drop down to pistols again and try and just barely cling on. Either way, no matter what they decide to do, there's going to have to be some kind of a spectacular run from Dignitas towards the end of this map.
This is a rough with Dig. They're mounting that comeback, but that round, the round where they almost lost to the pistols, could be the round which decides which way this map's gonna swing. And CLG Red wasting no time, just running on in. But at least for the side of Dig, they have pushing towards the lobby, so they have some information. Oh, that's a free kill. That's a free kill for Milk. She's gonna be jumping on in, trying to pick up the gun. But for CLG Red, there's no one able to trade. They still have a player towards upper, but they're just going to be heading towards lower bomb set where there are a couple of players waiting. This could get a little scary. 5-7 up close from Rain. We know what she can do with this. He just finds one. Are they expecting a second player is a question. They're not.
Oh, no.
With a P2, 52 kills. That is huge. And Emmy, can she trade back? She's not able to find the player. And now it's a 1v3. They're all going to peek her together. And Emmy, she's been real good, but without the bullets in that AK-47, she's going to be done for. That is such a crucial round for Dig to win. Just with the pistols, Jason, they honestly, coming to the round, they would have had no belief in winning it, but somehow they pull it off.
I think CLG Red panicked when this kill came out. I think they felt like they absolutely had to just kind of bust through the wall downstairs. They didn't use enough utility. They didn't really do anything to keep themselves safe, and those pistols come out on top. The 5.7 and the P250 over towards control window. That's brutal. 13 to 11. Listen, we didn't get much of a battle in the last series. We said we wanted one, and for a map that, or I mean, for a matchup that's supposed to be a preview of the grand finals, this is delivering on all fronts. 13 to 11. Another timeout taken, this time by Dignitas. And even with a busted economy, they manage a very strong buy due to winning with pistols. $4,500 on Artstar, $3,400 on Milk. Thea has $2,300, all that left in the bank. So a buffer round even provided due to that win for Dignitas.
Oh, that's an important round for a duel rather for Rain to win. She still stays alive, and that is big. Nice flashbangs for a teammate, but Emmy being so calm, despite being blinded, just taps away, finds Rain. So man advantage for Dig will be neutralized as CLG Red slowly fall on back. They have a player who's pushing towards Secrets. It's going to be Jennifer. And of course, this time around for Dig, they have a player waiting for them, waiting for her. It's going to be Milk. It's been so very solid. 2 players towards upper. They have 1 player towards Ram. This defense has been spread quite thin. It's going to come down to a lot of these individual aim battles. And that's scary because I feel like, honestly, looking at the way CLG Red have been playing so far today and yesterday, individually, they seem to be really on point, just a slight edge above Dig. But this angle from Thea, they might not be expecting this. Emmy's aware of it, but it's a little bit of a cheeky off angle.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the lobby player, you have to expect the possibility of this kind of a push. That doesn't make it any easier to clear it out. And Emily with the ult picks off Jennifer coming back from Secret Stairs now over the top. That's quick. Diane couldn't even react. Yuli is left in a 1 versus 2. She's got 46 HP. It's doable. 33 seconds on the clock, and she's found another. And she's got the bomb in hand. And Emily has a decision to make. Does she peek towards heaven? Or does she keep watch on the upper bomb site? 20 seconds now on the clock. And Yuli gonna come back in. Oh, she spotted the head. There's the repeat. She's lucky to be alive, but she's made it down vents. Emily as well, just now deciding to bail out of the upper bomb site. Plant's gonna go down. And a transition, Emily drops the op for an AK-47, a rifle to battle on this, but Yuli's putting herself out of position of the bomb. Smoke goes down towards the door. Deep breath for both players as it goes quiet. Emily trying to find some way to enter into the lower bomb site. Flashbang is out, and she's giving away the entire game. Yuli knows everything, and she's positioned perfectly for a free kill and a little bit of celebration at the end. Teabagging and spamming the dead body. You love to see it.
Love it. I love it. And that's such an important round to win as well. That was the round. They lose a round to the pistols, but they recover. And Yuli, the new girl, coming up very, very clutch. 14-11, Jason, and well, looks like Potter's predictions kind of coming alive. CLG Red. It's been a close series, 100%, but it looks like they have a little bit of an extra edge, and this is kind of the Hail Mary buy coming from Dig. They have a couple of M4s for Mass for Thea, and 5.7s for Rain and Emily. And if they lose this one, I don't really fancy the chances. Sure, they've won a couple of rounds with just the pistols, but this is looking unlikely. But Emily, being adventurous, doesn't spot anyone out. Now, if she pushes on out further, she's going to realize there's no one towards the outer yard. And that could kind of allow her remaining teammates to maybe go for a little bit of a stack here. Art with the nade. The timing of the nade is perfection. And Art, with a spray down, just finds one kill. But look at the damage dealt.
Yeah, that's so much damage to Jennifer and Emmy. They might as well be dead at this point. It's going to be tough. Thea under ladder. Lobby control for CLG Red, but I don't know where they go from here. Even the 5.7s, they were already dangerous, and now even more so with the speed that they can be spammed. And Emily, there's the swing. Jennifer, no HP to take this fight. She's going to do it anyways. Emily does win, and they've got all their bases covered. 12 rounds on the board for Dignitas now, just 2 rounds away from CLG Red.
What a round from Dig. That was the Hail Mary buy, and well, it works out. Oh, that's got to be a little gutting for CLG. Like, think about it, right? They lose to the pistols. They just break the money for Dig. They win a massive 1v1, won by the new girl, Yuli, and now they're broken. 5 nades coming out, though. I like that. Where is it going to head towards? Is it going to be towards ramp? Maybe? No? Oh, it's towards mini. It's not going to find anyone. Emily takes 4 points of damage from 5 nades.
So, good investment is what you're saying. Well,
very good investment.
Well invested.
All right.
Oh, dear. Yeah, this should be pretty much a slaughter for Dignitas. Emily gets shot in the face, but she's still standing. She's going back for more.
Art running on up, looking to ensure they don't get up to any more shenanigans, but this can get scary here. Rain and Art, very, very low indeed. And those P250s, just a couple of tags, and 2 players are going to be down, but Thea now, the savior of the previous round, she's going to be slowly creeping on up, and it's all in the hands of Yuli now. She pulled off that clutch earlier, Jason, but this is not looking that great. She's got Kevlar, she's got a P250. Rain is waiting patiently, giving no opportunity for Yuli to even click that mouse button. 14-13. 1 round away from tying it up. CLG, they need 2 to win. Dig need 3 to win. This honestly can go either way. I don't know which way this one's going to go.
Yeah, this is, I mean, CLG Red, man, they don't have that same killer instinct that they seemingly had on Train. Obviously, it's a little bit different when you're playing the CT side of Train versus the T side of Nuke, but they haven't been as convincing down the stretch. Obviously, it hurts that Dignitas was able to win a round of full pistols and a round with 3 rifles and 2 pistols, as we just saw 2 ago. 13-14. Fake towards the upper bomb site and a rotation towards ramp room. It was all a fake, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on Rain towards control side, but the window's broken. Emmy should know it's possible. There's presence here. And Rain is being quiet. Oh, but she's giving away the position. Great peek. Great second kill. And she's going to stop the plant from going down. Rain and Milk holding onto the lower bomb site despite all the odds. And Jennifer finally able to dispatch with Rain, but Milk is still alive in the site, and now she's got the angle. Jennifer spots it out, and Milk going to try to reposition. Bomb is dropped in the middle of the lower bomb site, which means CLG have to deal with this situation. Milk behind the silo on the rafters, and Emily over towards ramp room, the U-Haul, and just holding in a crossfire. Molotov is out, is going to do nothing to dissuade Emily. Low HP on Jennifer means most of the pressure on Goose Breeder. There's the peak, and Milk goes down, and it's all up to Emily, but no one will expect. Nobody would expect this kind of a play, and I think Emily has just sealed it. Goose Breeder looking towards ramp room, and yeah, it's all over. Good positioning, good movement from Emily.
I just love how after every single round, everyone's just spraying everyone's corpses down. But what a hole from Rain. What a hole from Rain. I feel like this was done. And then Milk, of course, chiming in with a couple of kills of her own. And Dig, I won't lie, at one point I felt like they were broken. They were out of this, and CLG were going to take the series 2-0, but they're not quite done yet. And now for CLG Red, the buy should be coming in, of course. Going to have some AKs, but utility will be a little sparse for a few of these players. And it's been a pretty high fragging affair, I feel like, for both teams. And the question has to be asked, Jason, like, you know, maybe these two teams aren't showing everything they have. I mean, they're kind of expecting to meet each other in the grand finals after all. They don't want to show all the strat book or whatever they have in store for us here. So maybe that's why we're seeing a little bit of a scrappier affair here, or more of a high fragging game here on Nuke.
Yeah, that's very possible. Although, I mean, these teams have probably played each other so much at so many different events over the years. I think even if you're saving some stuff, you're probably not getting too much of an edge. Although, fair play, it all does count. Giant gap in that wall.
It's not even a gap. Okay. They don't take any damage whatsoever, though, but I think Rain should have heard those footsteps and a few parting shots as well. And now it's all going to be down to Emily. Again, she does have backup in the form of Ott, all the way from... I think they know where Rain is, and they wait patiently for her to peek around the corner. Emmy's going to get the kill. That's an important opening frag here for CLG Red. They
can slow this down, CLG Red. They don't have to do anything. If they can just go quiet, if they have the discipline. You got one player outside, that's Jennifer. I don't think she can do a whole lot except hold that position. But, I mean, the options are there for CLG Red to stay quiet. You can fall back up secret, hit the upper bomb site. You can go up the vents. Either way, even just pausing and waiting and re-hitting this lower bomb site, you're going to force Dignitas to make a decision to rotate and reallocate their resources. They had 3 players defending the lower bomb site. Now it's just down to 1, and she's already gone. Emily, no rebuttal, no resistance mounted. And it's just Artstar as the next up. Thea has joined her here, but they're both blocked off by smoke and fire.
I love this composure from CLG Red. They get the opening pick, and they slow it down. There were 4 CDs waiting for them to put the lower bomb site at one point, but now decisions to be made, Jason, and I think this is the right call for Dig. They need to go for the save. They have no more money left in the bank now. Emily, she's got 3K, Rain's on 2,400, so they can, of course, go for the buy. Art can maybe even drop a rifle here, but... yeah, they just have to play for overtime. CLG Red, they've done it. They've managed to get to map and match point. However, Dig, they still have the guns. His 3 rifles will be saved. They have money for Emily. And Rain, I think, yeah, she can go for a buy. A rifle, Kevlar, maybe utility, not that great, but that should be fine with the rest of her teammates having a full set of utility. There we go. 3,800 for Rain. Yeah, it's kind of rough.
I mean, you can drop down to a FAMAS. We've seen them be fine with going to SMGs. And as we've seen from Dignitas, they're going to prioritize the utility as well. Yeah, FAMAS is the name of the game. So, one final chance for CLG Red to close this out in 2 maps in regulation. Otherwise, we're going to OT.
All the rounds, all the maps, Jason. That's what we all want to see. I like that Molotov from the CTs, preventing the smoke from really setting up that wall. But they have more smokes to work with. Do CLG Red, and they're once again going to be crossing over. Pretty much doing the same thing again.
That timing. So awkward. What a good recovery from Thea coming out of the vents. She's taken no damage. That nade is huge. It's brought Yuli and Goosebeater down. It's looking like overtime. We're right on the edge of it. CLG trying to crack into this bomb site. Diane has position in vents. Oh, but she's going to get the headshot. Well done. Thea goes down in Artstar. She's up next. First kill. That's the bomb that drops all the way down the stairs, which means, again, CLG has to attack this position. They cannot just go quiet and fall back the way they've done previously. Now they have to deal with it. And they have no idea where Artstar has gone. Flashbang is out. Behind the silo is one. Yuli is looking for it, but sees absolutely nothing. And again, Emmy, she's flanking ramp room. This is everything. If they can pause and wait, if they can just hold on, Emmy's going to give them a free kill. Emmy's going to deliver them this lower bomb site. She's got the first. They know Artstar is somewhere, but this is going to make her forced to get into the open, to change her position, and now she is ruined. Hiding behind the silo, and they're going to attack it. 25 seconds. First kill is hers, but not the second. Bomb going down, and it's a 1 versus 2 for Milk. She's got 23 kills, but remember, she started this with 0 kills in about 8 rounds. She has come back hot in this game, and now she's got the hardest task of all.
Clutching out the 1v2, bomb down. Oh, that's such a rough spot as well. No cover nearby. Both the players playing perfectly. Yuli's on 8 HP. She needs to be the one gathering information, and she hasn't been spotted out yet. She hasn't seen Milk. Milk creeping on up, clearing out all the close angles, and now she's got to go for a play here. Find 1 kill at least. Flashbang's going to pop and peek around the corner. She's going to find Yuli, but has no idea where Emmy is. And the bomb's ticking away. Is she going to stick this? No, she's not. She's heard a footstep. Emmy coming on out, and Milk, she goes for the jump, and there's no time remaining. And that is going to be it. CLG Red, what a game. What a map. And if this is what we're going to maybe see in the Grand Finals, Jason, I am so ready for it.
Yeah, this is that was a great showing from both teams, and you're exactly right. If this is going to be the Grand Finals we get, I think you're going to be more than happy with that. Beautiful job from CLG. Well done. That was a grind. The comeback on Train and the constant resistance from Dignitas on Nuke to overcome that many obstacles is phenomenal work from CLG Red. Really cool to watch. That delivered in every way that we wanted it to.
Yeah, I was super impressed. And of course, like a very high fragging affair. Kudos to Milk. She had a very rough start. We pointed it out as well. I think 0 kills, 8 deaths, or 9. And then ending up almost top fragging for a team and almost pulling off the clutch in the end. A little bit of heartbreak for Dig, but I don't think they're going to be too worried about this. But for CLG Red, they have gone flawless. Haven't dropped the map so far. And right now, I won't lie, they're looking like the favorites here.
Yeah, they certainly should be. So, you know who's going to tell us is the analyst desk. So we're going to head to a break. When we come back, they'll get the lovely opportunity to break all that stuff down and let us know who the favorites are moving forward. Congratulations to CLG Red. Booked a spot in the Grand Finals. We'll see you guys later.
That talk like me, can't look this good like me, like me. 200 miles an hour, watch me, girl, cash out, engine roaring louder, screaming, girl, power. Shades on in the dark, I'm a big shot, ayy, blowing up, wait till I pop, ayy. Turn my heat down, yeah, I think not, ayy, might get too cold from what I got. Like this, how you cannot, high heels to turn it up a notch, red lip when I sing, la 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 la. I look this good round the clock, imitate you can't, but you can watch. I'm killing them. It's time to call the cops. Sing this part when the music drops. If you look this good round the clock. Oh, you trying hard, but you can't quite make it look this good like me. You wanna do it like this right, but you can't do it this good like me. Can't walk that walk like me. Can't talk that talk like me. Can't look this good like me. Like me. Can't look this good like me. This good like me. While I take a cruise in my drop top, ayy. See my pretty face and they shot, ayy. Cause I got looking good on lock, ayy. Like this how you cannot. High heels to turn it up a notch. Red lip when I sing la 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 la. I look this good round the clock. Imitate you can't, but you can watch. I'm killing them. It's time to call the cops. Sing this part when the music drops. If you look this good round the clock. When you trying hard, but you can't quite. They can make it look this good like me. You wanna do it like this right, but you can't do it this good like me. Can't walk that walk like me. Can't talk that talk like me. Can't look this good like me.
We will stand our ground.
Well, that series between CLG Red and Dignitas was absolutely worth the wait despite it being 2-0 to CLG Red. Dignitas really put up the fight. Were you satisfied, Potter?
Oh, I was absolutely satisfied. And I was even more so satisfied to see Dig just make this nuke so competitive. And kudos to Artstar, man. I thought she did so much work. She did a fantastic job holding down the fort towards that ramp area and just kind of closing it down for business. You saw CLG Red revisiting that ramp area on multiple occasions. But really, I mean, once again, it's the individuals on CLG Red that just shined through and through. On multiple occasions, we even saw it in the highlight clip there. Julie, the newcomer, having an insane clutch for herself as well. Jennifer, Yennefer, whatever we want to call her, she popped off. She had an insane nuke CT side just with that AUG, with that A1, just doing work. So it was a dominant performance from CLG Red, but at the same time, they lost a couple of pistols, they lost a couple of anti-ecos, and made it a little bit more difficult for themselves than I think they should have.
I want to talk about this mini narrative that I noticed on Nuke, which was Milk. The story of Milk at the start of Nuke did not look like it was going to have a happy ending. Vilga, what did you think of her performance as the map went on?
Well, like I said in the beginning, she's probably playing from Hawaii. This internet problem, she probably has high ping. It's really hard to play with high ping, but still we could see her winning these important rounds, bringing this back to the team. It was a really nice try by Dignitas, that's for sure. And it was not a walk in the park from CLG like Potter said before. Definitely not.
Well, talking about Train, it felt like Dignitas were adapting so well to CLG. Tell us about that battle for Pop Dog in the first half.
Battle Bob. You can talk, Potter.
No,
it's
please
fine.
Take it away, Vilga. Take it away.
I want to
Tell
hear
us
both
about
takes.
this battle.
All right, yeah. So pop control is very important, you know, part of the game on Train. It's really important to have pop control. So what we could see there is that Dignitas were always trying to take this pop control back. Milk would always be in pop, but then CLG would molly her off, you know, like they would push her away. But then after round, Dignitas, they adapted to this, you know, instead of like fighting for pop, they would just smog it off in the beginning of the game and then they would retake it. This is what happened on the eco round that they won against CLG. Or instead of taking pop, they would just walk in teammate instead. So they adapted pretty well on this map, that's for sure.
And Dignitas, I need to stop saying every single time and just pick up the darn phone. And it's Goose Breeder. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello.
Are you? That's subdued for someone who's just won.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Are you still feeling a bit after that very, very close final round on Nuke?
Yeah, I mean, we were kind of slow to warm up on Train. And I mean, we won, but the tournament's not over. And I think everyone knows we could have played a lot better. So I guess that's why I'm not jumping for joy right now. But we did get the W, but we're looking to clean it up tomorrow and make it more smooth.
Congratulations, guys. I wanted to ask about Valorant. Do you guys play Valorant, right? Organization lets you play in the tournaments. How is it going? Like, isn't it a nuisance to play, you know, like both games at the same time? Isn't it hard to practice?
So we played just at like a few tournaments for like a week, but everyone pretty much stopped. I uninstalled Valorant, so it's not even on my computer anymore. So yeah, we don't really play Valorant anymore. We just kind of dibble-dabbled into it, but we're all pretty focused on CS now.
Goose, I have to ask you about that ramp. There was a span of about 3 or 4 rounds. I think the score line, it started around like 14-10, 14-11. You guys kept hitting towards that ramp. You did a contact play towards ramp, then you guys did kind of a rush towards ramp. What was the read? What was the reason for this?
I mean, I think we were trying to pull rotations, but they just kept playing double ramp. So we then tried, that's when we started adapting, and we decided we didn't want to go like into a blender. So that's when we started trying to go lower, messing with outside more. Yeah, we were maybe a little bit slow to catch on, but we realized a little bit later in the game and try to adapt to it.
Well, talk to me about those adaptations that you were making. Was it a case of Dai simply going, right, this is the gameplay now, or were you all putting in ideas?
Diane has pretty much the final say on everything, but we do give her input. I started realizing they had double ramp too, so I'd feed her that information, and vice versa. Like other teammates would feed her information, and she pretty much has like the final say. So that's usually how we operate.
And Goose Breeder, if you win the tournament tomorrow, do we get Bailey as part of the virtual trophy ceremony?
Yes. Well, I have Bailey sleeping right behind me, but yeah, I can bring her out.
Okay, I don't want to, I feel like I can't ask Bailey to wake up on our behalf because it's selfish.
Yeah. She's
so I won't.
Puppy.
I won't. We'll let her sleep. But thank you so much for talking to us, Goose Breeder. Congratulations on making it to the final of the DreamHack Showdown Summer.
Thank you.
Good luck, girl.
Such a contrast to yesterday when Emmy was just like, yes, we're the best. We're in beast mode. They've just beaten their closest rival in this tournament, and they're already looking at the things that they should have done better, Potter. Does this surprise you?
No, it doesn't surprise me. And I think it's as it should be, right? And I think Goose is feeling these feelings because that match, it was close. To be completely honest, that Nuke, I believe CLG lost 2 eco rounds. Then they lost... It was all kind of all over the place. And after having such a dominant first half, that CT side, it was top notch. Jennifer, Goose, they had amazing rounds where they actually single-handedly turned the favor of the round in their court. So definitely, it's not one of those feel good matches. If I'm CLG Red either, I don't think. But I don't think you can take away too much from it, right? I mean, it's still a W at the end of the day. So, yeah, I think Goose should keep her chin up. She should be happy about that W.
Is it simply a case of them just not getting spooked to remembering their utility? Because there was an eco round, I think it was round 25, and essentially all Dignitas needed to do was go in as a pack, and there seemed to be no fight back from CLG Red, and that was something that took me by surprise, Vilga. I don't know about you.
Well, looking at all the ecos during the whole tournament, like the players who are playing against eco, they look so confident every time. They're just like, they're just going for it. Instead of playing more slow game, just like letting them make mistakes first, they would just go for it. And this is when they got punished.
Well, let's go to the drawing board, Vilga, because you're going to take us back to train for a trip towards B. Or are you?
Yes, exactly. I really like the round from Dignitas. So we can see here that they started with the default 2 towards B, 2 towards me. They put this default smoke sandwich. They slowly... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's wrong now. It's this round. So they started as a default and they took brown walls control slowly. They went 2 towards Ivy. They made it look like a default, and actually it was a default. Then later in game, you could see that 2 players, they have 1 towards Ivy, Artstar, and 2 towards B. And CLG have 2 players towards B side, ready for the B execution, and this is what Dignitas are doing. Thea and Milk, they started faking on B side. And you would see it right now. This is what they do. They do 1 smoke, two default smokes basically. 1 smoke connection, 1 smoke between the trains. And look at CLG, how they're rotating. This 2 smokes just pulled the whole rotation, you know, from A to B. Only Goose Breeder stayed in Pop, but she got refragged instantly. And this was just a very good round by Dignitas. They pulled the rotation, but unfortunately, Emily was left 1 versus 2 in the end of the game. She went towards B, she planted on B, but then she unfortunately just picked too early on the... She killed Diane, but then she picked too early on Jennifer and she lost this round. But it was a very nice try by Dignitas.
I felt for Emily when she narrowly missed that clutch because it was a lovely movement from her.
Yeah.
Potter, after this performance by Dig, how do you feel about their chances of a rematch in the grand final against CLG Red?
I mean, I think they have really high chances, and even this from the start of the veto to the end of this series, I thought Dig, they looked great. I mean, we kept talking about the fact that they have the teamwork that's going to pull through for them in the end, and we even had glimpses of Artstar just showing kind of having her experience shine through because she hardly ever made any mistakes. So I think if we see a little bit more, maybe coming out from Emily, I thought she was a little bit more quiet than I'm used to. I know that Emily is a very dominant opper. She maybe going into the grand finals, if she gets kind of activated a little bit more, I think certainly Dig can bring it to CLG Red.
Well, they brought it yesterday. They brought it even more today. So I have a feeling we could be set up for that rematch tomorrow. But who knows? Because right now, we've got to get ready for That's What She Says versus April Esports. The winner of this will fight it off with Dignitas for a place in the grand final. So there's everything to play for. And that's why you shouldn't go anywhere.